Hi there, I'm Meg from the Teacher Studio, and I am so glad you're here. If you grabbed this checklist, I already know something important about you. You care about doing math instruction right. You're not just rushing into the curriculum or flipping open to page 1 of your teacher manual. You're taking the time to think about the kind of math experience you want your students to have. And that's huge. And if that's you, if you're craving a little structure or wondering what else you could be doing before day 1, I've actually put together 2 mini courses to walk you through it. I'll tell you more about those as we go, but just know you're not alone in wanting to do this right. You know that a great year of math doesn't just happen. It's built step by step from the moment your students walk in the door. And I'm here to help with that. But who am I, you ask? Well, first of all, I'm a teacher. I've been in education for over 30 years, teaching everything from grades 2, 3, 4, and 6 to adult learners. I have a master's degree in curriculum and instruction and my administrative license, and I've mentored over 20 student teachers, taught graduate courses, and led workshops for educators across the country. I've lived through the shifts in education, including teaching virtually through COVID, and I know how challenging and rewarding this work can be. Since 2013, I've shared my experiences and resources on my blog, The Teacher Studio, where I focus on helping teachers reconnect with the joy of teaching while grounding their work in strong, research-based practices. I live in Wisconsin with my husband and 2 cats, and I'm also the proud mom of 2 adult sons, one who's a data scientist and one who lives nearby in a group home and teaches me more about life and love every single day than I ever could have imagined. I am so excited to connect with you, and I hope today is just the beginning of our work together. So why do the first days matter so much? The first few days, and honestly even the first weeks of math instruction, are about so much more than covering content. They're about setting the tone for everything that follows. These are the days when your students decide, am I safe here? Is this a place where mistakes are okay? Do I feel like I can be a math person? So instead of focusing only on pacing guides or hitting specific standards right away, I want you to be thinking about how to build trust, set expectations, and create a classroom where students feel like they belong in math. That's why this checklist doesn't just tell you what to teach. It helps you get ready in a much deeper, more impactful way. Mentally, physically, instructionally. It's about being intentional before diving into instruction. So when you do, you're ready. So let's take a quick walk through the checklist so you know exactly how to use it and what kind of reflection it's designed to prompt. We'll start with defining your vision. Before you ever plan a lesson, it helps to step back and reflect. What kind of classroom do I want to create? What kind of math experiences do I want my students to have? What kind of teacher do I want to be this year? What do I want my classroom to feel like? So this section helps you get grounded and clear, because once you define your vision, everything else becomes easier to plan with purpose. Now, if defining your vision feels a little fuzzy, the Getting Ready for a Year of Math course I created can really help. We spend some time unpacking exactly what kind of math classroom you want, then I help you put in real systems to support that vision all year long. The next section of the checklist is all about routines. Routines might not be flashy, but they are essential. Whether it's how students access materials in your classroom, how they transition between tasks, if they know what to do when they finish early, clear, consistent routines create structure and reduce stress for both you and your students. Believe it or not, students crave structure. When they know what to do and how to do it, they are far more likely to be successful. This section of the checklist encourages you to think about those small but mighty systems that help your math block run smoothly. Because when those routines are in place early, you can spend less time managing behavior and more time teaching math. This does tie directly to our next section, which is all about math talk and more. Math isn't just computation. And at the beginning of the year, we need to remember that. Math is about thinking and reasoning and communicating. And if we want our students to engage in deep math learning, we need to explicitly teach them how to do it. We need to teach them how to talk about math, how to listen to others when they're talking about math, how to learn from each other. So this section helps you think through things like, what kind of conversations do you want to nurture in your classroom? How can your classroom environment support risk-taking? What structures or prompts can you use that might help teach from the very first days of school? So that first week of school, or the first weeks of school really, are the perfect time to begin building in these habits. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be intentional. So all of the other thinking you've been doing are leading up to this final section, delivering your math content. Yes, you eventually need to start teaching actual lessons from your curriculum or your math series. But it's more than okay if that doesn't happen on day one. The beginning of the year is the time to get to know your students as people and mathematicians. It's a time to build their confidence with meaningful tasks and low-risk opportunities to talk and engage. It's a time to introduce foundational skills that you know will matter all year long. So this section of the checklist encourages you to think about those must-do skills. What do you have to get done? Maybe even before you start teaching from your math series. What kind of experiences do you want to prioritize in those early weeks? Not just academic reasons, but like to help students feel like math class is a place where they can think deeply and take risks and grow. Have fun? I know. I've actually put all of this into a done-for-you format in a mini course called Launching the First Week of Math. It's actually packed with activities and lessons that I've used myself. It's all ready to go. So if you need to focus on other things instead of doing all of this planning and reinventing the wheel, you might want to check that out. Because as you know, time is our most precious resource. So I really hope you find this checklist helpful and that you take some time before school starts to dig in, do some reflecting, and maybe try something new. And if you really like this micro workshop format, let me know. I have a whole list of other topics I would love to do if teachers are interested. Now, if you teach grades 3 to 5 and this kind of thoughtful, intentional planning is resonating with you, but you're thinking, I'd like more support to really get this right, I've got you covered. I've created 2 practical, short, like I'm talking easy to digest little bits, no fluff, mini courses that go hand in hand with this checklist. They're designed to give you the tools, strategies, and confidence to not only plan well, but to teach in a way that feels meaningful, manageable, true to you, and math focused right from the start. So whether you're craving help setting up your classroom systems or you're wondering exactly what that first week of math should look like, these 2 courses take the ideas from this checklist and go much deeper so that you can feel fully prepared, not just for day 1, but for the entire year ahead. So here's what they're all about. The first one is called Getting Ready for a Year of Math. And it's about a 90-minute course. Of course, if you are going to do some reflecting and some preparing, it will take you longer, but the course itself will take you 90 minutes start to finish. It helps you get your classroom, your systems, and your own math thinking ready to go. We'll talk about organizing your math materials, setting up simple classroom systems for intervention, how to get students moving around your room, how to organize your spaces, and so on. So it is the perfect way to maybe get you rethinking about how you get that feel in your classroom. Now, the second mini course I'm super excited about because I have had so many teachers say, that first week is so hard, I just don't know what to do. I've got you covered. My next course is called Launching the First Week, and I am not kidding when I tell you that I give you everything you need for your first 5 days of math. So it's a roadmap. Like, it is ready to use lessons. It's got all your routines. It's got all the materials you need, the PDFs, any games, any activities. I've included them. Plus, I do these little kind of micro workshops to explain how to do each one. So there's no worrying about what it means. It's kind of like PD and lesson planning combined. And again, the course itself will only take you about 90 minutes start to finish to go through and learn how to do everything. And all you have to do is print and go. So it's pretty exciting. It's something I wish I would have had because it's realistic, it's manageable, it's organized, and it's packed with resources. So whether you're brand new to teaching or looking to try something new, I hope you check it out. So I want you to go ahead, dig into that checklist, take what serves you, let it help you feel more prepared and more grounded, and hopefully more excited and joyful about math this year. And if you're ready to go even deeper, check out those mini courses. They're just a click away. If you want both, I even have them discounted to help you out. So you've got this, and I'm here for you every step of the way. Please feel free to reach out anytime with questions, concerns, or feedback. Thank you so much for stopping by.